Yeah.
Do you have any idea what the third book's going to be called?
I know what the third book is going to be called. I can't tell you what the third book is going to be called because they'll get on to me. I know what's going to happen. I actually have the whole thing plotted out, like 90 pages of plotting exactly what's going to happen inside of it. So I know what's going to happen. A lot more crime is going to happen in the third book because I love the crime. I love explosions. A lot more explosions. There's a lot of new characters. What else can I say? There are a lot of secrets. If you read very closely in these two books about the... Have you read the first book?
Yeah.
If you read very closely in these first two books about the city of Duns, there is a reason that that city outlaws magic. And there is a lot of secrets behind there where it seems like it's all bright and whimsical, but there's actually something much darker going on there. So if you watch through little clues that are in these two books, then you'll figure it out. Especially watch what Basilyn says inside of the first book. And that gives you a lot of clues to the third and on. Because in the third, it really... There's like a shift in the third book where a lot of stuff changes. Yeah.
You talked before about how you have to cut a lot of things out of the book. You mentioned before wanting to put outtakes on your website or something. Do you think you'll do that?
I did put one. I put one of the Beanbag Show outtakes, which was
I read that.
ridiculous. Yeah, that was insane. The thing with outtakes is that they actually sometimes appear in other stories. Because in the second brand book, inside of this one here, there is a scene with Larrick the Baker. That was actually in book 1, and it existed in book 1 for about probably 4 or 5 years. I only cut it out, after we had an editor, we cut that scene out. And I just cut, paste, and put it in this one. So if I have a deleted scene like the Beanbag Show scene that just has no place anywhere, it doesn't fit anywhere into a story, then that's what I post online. But the rest of it, not so much. A lot of it, too, whenever you cut something out, it's for a reason to change things. Because in the first book, a long, long time ago, like the first draft, about halfway through, Bran, Astera, and Addie the police broke into Addie's house, and they jumped onto a giant bird. No, they made Addie's crow grow into a giant bird outside the window, flapping its wings. Like, have you seen the what is it, the commercial, the Old Spice commercial with the guy that jumps on the giant raven? And it grows rockets out of its feathers and blows up Saturn. Yeah, you need to look that up on YouTube. But anyway, it's ridiculous, and that's pretty much what this would have looked like in my head, which is why I eventually cut it out. Because I'm like, really? They jump out of the window onto a giant bird? No, not gonna work. But I had that where they would jump out the window on a giant bird and fly over to another town called Kingston, and they would do all sorts of weird stuff. And then about probably about 250 pages into all of this, I realized, wait a second. They're doing nothing. They're just walking around this town. And I figured out, I have to go 250 pages back, chop it halfway, and then rewrite it. And so that will probably never appear anywhere because it's abysmal writing, but at the same time, that's usually what it takes.